In my old timeline, when people would call me a witch or tell me that I was into witchcraft or that I was evil or that what energy work and tarot cards and all that stuff, you know, made me, it meant that I was engaging with the devil, okay? I used to get mad in my old time. I used to defend myself. And now in this timeline that I've just moved into, I'm going back through the same type of cycle. We always do. But this time is different. When people start to say things like that to me, I either block them, ignore them, or I educate them. And here lately, I've been really getting into educating them. Why? Because at one time in my life, I was pretty ignorant too. I listened to the churches, society, friends and family members, teachers, preachers, whatever it was, instead of going within to get my information. So, last night, my neighbor was over here. And we were just chit-chatting for a minute while her husband went across the street to get me something. And she and I were talking about like esoteric type of stuff and her views on it and everything like that. And I was explaining to her some of my views on it. And, you know, at one point I had told her that I can't wait until I can start fire with my mind or my hands. And she goes, "That's witchcraft." So I sat for a minute and I was like, God, give me the right words to share with her right now. Instead of me getting angry and wanting to defend myself, show me how to educate her. So I all of a sudden started speaking and I said, well, let me ask you a question. And I don't want you to answer by what you've been told or, you know, what the church has told you or what your mom and dad told you. I want you to answer this like just you. Like, what do you feel about this? I said, so when Jesus performed healings on people, was that witchcraft? She said, well, no. I said, okay. When he parted the Red Sea, was that witchcraft? She said, no. I said, well, what about when he turned, you know, water into wine? No. What about this? What about that? And the answers were always the same. And by the end of this conversation, I think that she was understanding what I was getting to. I said, okay, so why would the things that I do be considered witchcraft if the things that Jesus did wasn't considered witchcraft? Jesus was ridiculed. He was judged. He was put on the cross for not our sins, but for teaching us the same teachings that I am teaching other people. The same things that I am ascending and evolving through into. Yeshua, Jesus, the Christ energy, did the exact same thing. And so he kind of looked at me like, you know what? That resonates. That's right. Guys, we don't have to be mean to people. We can ask that God shares the words, the right words when we are speaking about our new truth. Because, you know, like I said, I had been an uneducated person too, but it wasn't because I didn't seek information to go deeper and stuff like that. It's that I was getting my resources from the wrong people and all of that good stuff. Now, I don't judge anybody for saying that they're a witch. I used to be into witchcraft. I used to be into spell work and all that stuff years and years and years ago. And then, you know, I pretty much my whole entire life, even when I was into witchcraft, was going into the church until about 12 years ago. Everybody's truth is different, and we all ascend at different times. And judging other people's process and other people's truth is not unity. So if you're in a new cycle where people may be, you know, judging you, ridiculing you as us chosen ones, or the ones that are doing God's work, goes through. Look, I love you guys. Spread your truth through seeking God in your words, meaning don't let your human words come out. Don't let your frustrations and anger and the old you, the you that you already got past, come back up. Don't let it come back to life. Stay in your convictions, but speak them with love, compassion, non-judgmental energy. Much love to you. Bye.